Welcome to Science and Technology Briefing. The content of the briefing includes: Uncanny Valley, what's the latest TikTok makeup trend? Chinese startup pulls off second methane-fueled rocket launch. 2 years after US killed the rail gun, Chinese scientists bring it back to life. How AI is set to radically transform the way we holiday. Japan's views on ASEAN must evolve as regional bloc grows stronger. Uncanny Valley, what's the latest TikTok makeup trend? Al Jazeera. The Uncanny Valley makeup trend on TikTok involves creators using makeup to appear as hyperrealistic bots, triggering a sense of unease in viewers. The Uncanny Valley refers to the discomfort experienced when something appears very human-like but not quite right. This feeling is often triggered by humanoid robots or computer graphics that are too realistic. The trend has gained popularity, with some videos receiving millions of likes. However, some viewers speculate that exposure to robots and characters has made people more familiar with the Uncanny Valley, suggesting that we may be crossing it. Chinese startup pulls off second methane-fueled rocket launch. Bloomberg. Chinese startup Land Space Technology has successfully launched its second rocket powered by methane-based fuel. The ZQ-2 rocket, carrying 3 satellites, took off from the Jiuquan Satellite Launch Center in the northwestern Gobi Desert. The launch marks the first commercial mission of the ZQ-2 rocket. Land Space sent the first methane-fueled rocket into orbit in July. The company is developing a reusable rocket and expects a test flight in 2025. 2 years after US killed the rail gun, Chinese scientists bring it back to life. South China Morning Post. Chinese Navy engineers have reportedly developed an electromagnetic railgun that can fire multiple projectiles without sustaining damage. The railgun can shoot shells out of the barrel at a speed of 2 km per second, allowing it to hit targets within a range of 100 to 200 km. The weapon demonstrated a high level of shooting accuracy during continuous firing, and the entire system remained intact after firing 120 rounds. The breakthrough puts China ahead in the development of electromagnetic railgun technology, which is seen as a game-changing technology in warfare. How AI is set to radically transform the way we holiday. The Independent. Are AI-powered chatbots that can assist travelers with booking flights, making hotel reservations, and providing recommendations for restaurants and attractions. These chatbots are becoming increasingly sophisticated, using natural language processing and machine learning algorithms to understand and respond to human inquiries. They can even learn from previous interactions to improve their responses over time. In addition to chatbots, AI is also being used to analyze data and provide personalized recommendations to travelers. For example, companies like Airbnb and Expedia use machine learning algorithms to analyze user data and make personalized suggestions for accommodations and activities. This not only helps travelers find the best options for their preferences and budget, but it also helps companies increase customer satisfaction and loyalty. AI is also being used to improve the efficiency of travel operations. For example, airlines are using AI to optimize flight routes and schedules, reducing delays and improving on-time performance. Hotels are using AI to automate check-in and check-out processes, making it faster and more convenient for guests. And travel agencies are using AI to automate repetitive tasks, such as processing bookings and managing customer inquiries. Of course, there are still challenges and concerns when it comes to AI in travel. Privacy and security are major concerns, as AI-powered systems collect and analyze large amounts of personal data. There are also concerns about job displacement, as AI has the potential to automate many tasks currently performed by humans. However, proponents argue that AI has the potential to enhance the travel experience, making it more personalized, efficient, and enjoyable. Japan's views on ASEAN must evolve as regional bloc grows stronger. Nikkei Asia. ASEAN is set to overtake Japan economically in the next few years as the bloc's GDP is projected to surpass Japan's economy by 2026. Japan's influence in Southeast Asia has been waning as the region has attracted the attention of other major powers such as the US and China. Japan is now being challenged to move past old stereotypes and establish true equal partnerships with ASEAN. The ASEAN market has immense potential for growth, with a population of over 600 million people and a rising middle class. However, many in Japan still view ASEAN as a region that needs guidance and assistance. In addition, ASEAN sees Japan as only its third most important partner, after China and the US. Japan's trade with ASEAN has been growing, but it has been outpaced by China and the US. Japan is concerned about China's participation in the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership, but other ASEAN members are largely supportive. ASEAN and China are increasingly forming an economic zone, with deepening trade ties and supply chains. Japan needs to adapt to the changing dynamics in ASEAN and learn from the bloc's success. Popularity of AI apps used to nudify women in photos soars amid legal vacuum. South China Morning Post. Apps and websites that use artificial intelligence, AI, to create nude images of women are growing in popularity, with 24 million people visiting undressing websites in September alone, according to Graphica. Many of these services, known as nudify apps, use AI to recreate an image so that the person appears naked. These apps are part of a worrying trend of non-consensual pornography created and distributed through advances in AI, known as deepfake pornography. These images are often taken from social media and distributed without the subject's consent or knowledge. EU provisionally agrees first AI regulations. Deutsche Welle. The European Union, EU, has reached a preliminary agreement on what is being hailed as the first comprehensive legislation on artificial intelligence, AI. The deal aims to regulate AI technologies, including the use of AI in biometric surveillance. The agreement includes provisions for transparency, safeguards, and severe penalties for non-compliance. The final legislation is expected to be worked out in the coming days and could come into force by 2025. The EU's AI rules come at a time when governments worldwide are grappling with the need to balance the advantages of AI technology with the need for regulation and oversight. Turkey moves to counter rising tide of Chinese EV imports. Bloomberg. Turkey has introduced new regulations requiring companies importing electric vehicles, EVs, to establish at least 140 authorized service stations and open a call center for each brand. The move is believed to be targeting Chinese automakers, which have been successful in selling EVs in Turkey due to their relative affordability. The new rules are set to disrupt the Chinese EV market in the country, with many importers unlikely to be able to meet the requirements by the end of December deadline. Well, my dear viewers. It's your favorite observer from the 6 Degrees world, the 6th Doctor, here to bring you the latest news and trends from around the globe. So, grab your popcorn and get ready for a wild ride. Let's start with a trend that's sweeping the world of TikTok, the uncanny valley makeup trend. Creators on the platform are using makeup to transform themselves into hyper-realistic bots, triggering a sense of unease in viewers. It's like looking at something that's almost human, but not quite right. Some viewers speculate that exposure to robots and characters has made people more familiar with the uncanny valley, suggesting that we may be crossing it. So, get ready for a world where humans and bots become indistinguishable. In other news, Chinese startup Land Space Technology is making waves in the space industry. They've successfully launched their second rocket powered by methane-based fuel. This marks the first commercial mission of the ZQ-2 rocket. And guess what? They're even developing a reusable rocket. Talk about being eco-friendly and futuristic at the same time. Watch out, SpaceX. But that's not all, folks. Chinese Navy engineers have brought the electromagnetic railgun back to life. This weapon can fire multiple projectiles without sustaining damage and hit targets within a range of 100 to 200 kilometers. Talk about firepower. China is certainly ahead in the development of this game-changing technology. So, let's hope they use it for peaceful purposes, and not for intergalactic domination. Now, let's move on to something a little less explosive but equally exciting: how AI is transforming the way we travel. AI-powered chatbots are becoming increasingly sophisticated, helping travelers with bookings, recommendations, and more. They can even learn from previous interactions to improve their responses. And that's not all. AI is also being used to analyze data and provide personalized recommendations, optimize flight routes and schedules, automate hotel check-ins, and even process bookings. It's like having a personal travel assistant in your pocket. Just make sure they don't take over the world while you're on vacation. Speaking of travel, Japan needs to step up its game in Southeast Asia. ASEAN is set to overtake Japan economically in the next few years, and Japan's influence in the region is waning. It's time for Japan to move past old stereotypes and establish equal partnerships with ASEAN. After all, ASEAN has immense potential for growth and is attracting the attention of major powers like the US and China. So, Japan, it's time to level up your game. But not everything in the world of AI is sunshine and rainbows. There's a dark side too. Apps and websites that use AI to create nude images of women are growing in popularity. These so-called nudify apps are part of a worrying trend of non-consensual pornography created and distributed through advances in AI. It's a serious invasion of privacy and consent, and it's something we need to address as a society. Let's keep our AI-powered tools focused on making the world a better place, not a creepier one. And finally, the European Union is taking the lead in regulating artificial intelligence. They've reached a preliminary agreement on comprehensive legislation that aims to regulate AI technologies, including the use of AI in biometric surveillance. Transparency, safeguards, and severe penalties for non-compliance are all part of the deal. It's a step in the right direction to balance the advantages of AI with the need for regulation and oversight. Well done, EU. Now, my dear viewers, it's your turn. What are your thoughts on these news and trends? Do you think the uncanny valley makeup trend is cool or creepy? Are you excited about the advancements in space technology and AI in travel? And what about the challenges and concerns surrounding AI, like non-consensual pornography and the need for regulation? I want to hear your thoughts, so don't be shy. Let's dive into a lively discussion and explore the amazing, and sometimes scary, world of AI together. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.